Okay, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be doing our third, I guess you could call it the episode of me starting a new profile, or the way I like to do it. Probably starting sometimes can be a pain, but honestly, if you don't like to watch games load, you're not going to be much of a gamer. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We got our quick job still. We have not purchased a new truck yet. Because we don't have the money. We're actually $2,500 in the hole. So let's see, what can we find here? I like to stick with that's a Peterbilt. Man, we don't have very many Kenworths, do we? At least not the W900. That right there is a International. That's a Western Star. Volvo. I guess we're going to do something that's not our preferred style of truck. Okay. Okay, I don't like this truck, but whatever. Why is... What the heck? Uh-oh. Can't hear the game. Yeah. What? There we go. Yeah, that sounds much better. Oh yes, let's do our mirrors while we're sitting here. There we go. Because you should always adjust your mirrors and your seating and everything before you... Oh, that is all the way out, okay. I always adjust the field of view so I can see the mirrors a lot more than you probably would normally, but... Steering wheel tilt. I don't know. Yes, that'll work. But now you can't really see our trailer. You can kind of see it out of the passenger mirror, but... Okay. By the way, thank you everybody who has been watching the previous videos. We've been getting a nice little influx of views lately. even though I haven't been really posting videos that often. Took a little time off from making content. Oh, you know what? I wonder if... There we go. Oh, of course you... Hopefully the light will turn green. So, basically the way it's going right now is that we are doing pretty short jobs still because we're only level 2. And you're going to find where you do a lot of short jobs, at least until you either... Well, there's two things that you can do to make them a little bit longer. You can go into your settings and set the length of job to the maximum you can do it, but it probably won't make that much of a difference. I mean, you probably... Well, I mean, unless you're a person who likes to do long hauls. What? Oh. There. Okay, we turned our headlights on. I forgot to do that. What? You stopped at it? Whatever. Fort Worth discovered. So we don't really have a lot of people around us. You probably will notice that quite a bit in your game where you don't have a lot of traffic, but there are mods that you can use to change that. But that is entirely up to you whether you want to play this game completely unmodded or if you want to do certain mods to make the game feel a little bit more real. Some people's version of playing a game modded is completely different. Like me, I bring in more trucks, a little bit to do with the weather and stuff like that, but you don't have to. You can just play the game the way SCS made it. Oops, we gotta slow down a little bit. Oops, 60. Okay, now we can do 65. Whoops. I'm used to the cruise control going up by 1s and not 5s. We should bring our what do you call it, to the plus side, our bank account. Oh, sorry, you can't really see me that good. I know my mic is kind of in the way. For a while, I was using a headset mic, but I didn't like the quality of it, so we're back to the Blue snowball ice. Could be just me, the reason why you hear a lot of S's being pronounced, you know, like ice. You hear the S's. I mean, if you're a person who doesn't like to hear that type of stuff, I guess you're probably not going to watch too many of my videos. Got a bug flying around. Oh, there's another one of those camera cars again. Okay, we have gone 78 miles so far in this job. Probably gonna do just one job, but depending on how long this one takes us, we might do more than one. Because I like to keep the videos short, so sorry about that. A little bit of allergies. We can do 75, I didn't realize. Oops. There we go. Says we have about 15 minutes left. Unfortunately, Truckee is not working very well right now, so you can't really see it. But maybe next time we'll get Truckee working properly and you'll be able to see it in the video. Oh, we can bypass the way station. There has been multiple times that I've mentioned it in the time that I've been playing this game that I wish SCS would shut off that notification saying that you don't have to go in. Because, I mean, if they just limited the thing to when you have to be in, when you have to be pulled in, then it would be so much better. But it might not be realistic. I don't know, but I'm not a trucker in real life, so. So, I mean, I know I always say so a lot. Sorry, but that's me. I may turn some of you guys off, but unfortunately, it's a nasty habit of mine. Woo. What? Oh, hey, get back here. That fly would go away. Ardmore, Oklahoma. Also, you might notice, if you are keeping track of the map when I'm looking at it, you might see Iowa. Iowa was released on the 10th of this month, which is July. And depending on how active you are looking at the page for the game on Steam, you might notice that they have been posting a lot about Illinois. Because right now, I believe it's Illinois, Louisiana, and South Dakota that are in process. I don't know which one is going to come out next, but Louisiana has been in the works for quite a while. South Dakota and Illinois were kind of added not that long ago, so I mean, my guess is it's probably going to be Illinois coming out next, but it could be Louisiana. I'm actually hoping for Louisiana, because if you get Louisiana, maybe they'll start going like southeast. But who knows? Basically, the way SCS does their game a lot of times is they go up and down and up. You know, they're zigzagging up and down. So that's why Illinois and South Dakota should have been in the works, in my opinion, a while ago, because North and South Dakota should have came out before like Kansas and Missouri and all that type of stuff. But for some reason they skipped over it. I do not know why. But I believe, what is it, Minnesota? Is it Minnesota up that way? Up near... In order to do some of the northern states up that way, you would have to have at least South Dakota available. But when I've been in streams where people have been playing it, I think that North and South Dakota should be a package deal, not... I mean, they're small enough that it should be released as the Dakotas. Just like I think that Vermont and New Hampshire should be released together, or Connecticut and Rhode Island. Honestly, if they wanted to wait a really long time and do like New England, because if you have played a little bit of ATS 2, you might notice that some of the parts of ATS 2 have been released in regions, not necessarily countries. If they did something like that in ATS, then it would probably be further along. I mean, some of the states here in the US are bigger, but the smaller states could be, you would think, could be released as a grouping or combo or a package or whatever you want to call it, where But I think the one thing that they're looking at though is that if they release it as if they release a lot of combos, then they probably would have to either take longer, or they'd have to cut out some detailing. But thing is, SCS has a way of doing their thing where they add stuff after it's already been released. They do their what they call their reworks. Like when they've done what, 4 California reworks where they've added and taken away cities in California. And I think they did a Texas rework not that long ago. I don't know if they did anything with any of the other states, but yeah, we're slowing down because going around the corner. If we want to, we can do I believe there is I'm not sure if the bank has contacted us yet in this profile. Because after a while, when you start getting more consistent in your deliveries, the bank says that they'd like to help you with build your company, so that they give you up to like $100,000 loan. And I am in the club where you take the loan out and you buy your truck that way, and then you pay it back. Where there are a lot of people that will do their quick jobs longer and buy the truck free and clear. I mean, you could do it either way. I like to do it where you take the loan out and pay it back, because you're going to have more people in real life that do it that way. I mean, how many people save up, like, what, about $200,000 or whatever so they can buy their own truck? I don't know any truckers that have that get that type of work where they can save up money, or honestly, I don't know exactly how much truckers actually get paid per run or job or whatever you want to call it. Because I know in here, the driver that you hire, they get an hourly wage, plus they get so much per mile. I don't know, because I know when you yourself are like an owner operator, you get paid so much per mile. I don't know if it's quite as much as you get paid in here, like, 'cause in some cases you get paid like $150 per mile. So we will cross that bridge, I guess, when we come to it. I think the cheapest truck in here is actually a Peterbilt, or it used to be anyways, let's put it that way. It used to be the Peterbilt 579, like 108,000 or something like that. We are getting pulled in to be weighed. Let's not run into that guy. I don't think he'd appreciate us too much. We already have almost $3,000 in debt. By the way, I'm not even using the cameras in this truck here. I'm using the mirrors because that's what they're there for. See, over in Europe, I think they're allowed to use cameras only, where here in the US they're not. I don't think you're allowed to still. Because if you play ATS 2, sorry, you'll have the DAF, which only has cameras. I believe there's a Scania that has cameras also in that game. But in ATS, there's very few. I think the T680, I think, is the only one who. Uh-oh. Well, I guess we're gonna have to take our detour because that exit's blocked off. I guess in some ways it saves us money too. Because if you look, if we'd gotten off there, we would have had a toll. So actually, we're not saving money because there's a toll coming up. Just in a different spot. Oh well. $3? Which way are we going? Okay, we're going this way. We have 40 miles to go. I think we might have run a stop sign there, but I didn't see it, so. So. I didn't see it. Get out of here, bug. Okay, come to the top. And then we'll turn up this way. Says we have 34 miles to go, at least the thing that I see. Up there it says we have 32, okay. Truckee can be a really helpful thing. But in some cases it can be a pain in the neck too. But that is entirely up to you, whether you want to use it. If you go into your browser and you type in Truckee desktop, you can get it on your desktop, or if you want to look at it on your phone or your tablet, you can do it that way too. There are a few people on Twitch that are affiliated with Truckee. Also, the people that use Truckee on Twitch are people that play Truckers MP. Because Truckers MP has a few commands that work with Twitch chat. And Truckee. Okay, we don't need our high beams on. Yeah, we don't need that on anymore either. It's really a good thing that we're almost at our destination. We only have 17 gallons left of this in this truck. Also, our guy is getting kind of tired. Okay, we want to be in this lane over here. We are in Wichita, Kansas, if I'm not mistaken. We are... Why are we going this way? This is the way we were told to go, so that's why we're going this way. Where... Oh, okay. Oh, our parking spot is right between these two trucks up here. Sorry about that. No, that is not a parking spot. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to go up this way. And that bug would leave me alone, I'd probably be doing a lot better. Okay, so we have to stop here. And we're going to do, where do you need it? And they need it way down yonder. See right down here. We are going to turn this thing around because we don't have enough room to back in properly. Oops. I think I kind of screwed that one up. Maybe not. We'll see. Just ran over the curb a little bit. No big deal. Oh, I thought the T680 was the only one who had the outside cameras. This is the Freightliner. Of course, they might have added some stuff since 1.55 came out. Okay, well that is going to conclude our video for today. And if anybody wants to join me in a convoy on a night that I am streaming on Twitch, be sure to keep your eyes out on Twitch for CT-Man 1975. And if you're into other games, you might want to keep an eye out for those too, because I stream all kinds of things on Twitch. I've streamed ATS, ETS2, Farming Sim, SnowRunner, streamed a little bit of Minecraft. But over the years, we've been streaming mostly ATS, so maybe keep an eye out for that. And oh yeah, we're gonna put our second one on long distance, because that way we get our build up our money faster. Okay, so I will see you in the next one. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one, everybody.